Boys, girls, and everyone else, we are back with another Blood Knight video, and in this one, it is an updated farm build right before I switch to the monk or the mank. So, again, some slight tweaks to the existing monk build that I have on my channel, but this one is even better, and yes, I did change the bats. So, let's go ahead and take a look at it. I'm going to show you what it looks like in action, and then I will get to a safe area, show the essences, the set gear, and the Paragon trees, and all that fun stuff. This is honestly a very easy build to sort of recreate. Wow, I already got my essences. Look at us. You can see that almost all of my damage, of course, somebody's here when I want to do this. All of my damage is going to be coming from just AoE damage around me, and I'm able to literally just walk around. And then I can wait for my dashes, and I can use it to connect the spaces that I need to get to. Very easy, very simple, borderline mindless. I'm clearly messing up their farm, which, my bad. And had they not been here, I would be able to do it better. All right, let's go ahead and go up here then, so we can try to get to a different farm spot, since clearly they are in that one. You can see the enemies actually die pretty quickly with the 3 different AoE abilities that we have going for us, and you can literally just walk through them. Super easy build. It's not the fastest, like it's not like a wizard or tempest or like crusader or barb where you're gonna be able to fly through things, but it is a very quick kill in terms of you just walk through things and it dies. So for that reason, it's actually one of my favorite builds because it's basically mindless. And when I'm farming or overworld farming, I'm usually doing it while I'm watching a TV show or hanging out with my wife, or doing one of those things where I can't be like fully dedicated to the game, but I can at least pay attention long enough to hit 3 buttons or tap the screen 3 different times. Again, I'm basically just keeping up 2, 3, and 4 up at all times, and then just dashing when I can, and that's it. You just walk and shit dies. You can see that I also have a very long duration going for me in terms of my kill streaks. So I could literally easily keep this going without any amount of effort or thought. All right, now I'll talk about the build itself. So we are using the Blood Feast head, which is going to give us Mythic... Wow, I missed it somewhere. Hello, friends. Mythic Cloud now damages nearby enemies and drains their life. We're using Teeming Grotto, which is form bats now destroys enemy armor and increases the damage they take by 19% for 3 seconds. We're using a Golden Scold, which is different than the other one that I had previously recommended. So the previous shoulders I was recommending was the one where the swarm of bats just attacked for you and sort of just kept going forever. This one's actually different. It just does a swarm of poisonous bats in a circular motion around you. And with my beneficial effect duration with this build, I only have a downtime of 2 seconds, which isn't bad at all. But I do have 100% uptime on my Mythic Cloud or whatever. And with that, I also get the additional attack speed and movement speed by 28% with this pants, the Night Flare. Main hand number 1 is Indulgent Calligrapher. This is going to be the one where Whirling Strike now causes you to dash. And then I'm using Moon Call, which, in case you do hit a mob, or if you want to use this for a dungeon, you totally could. It allows you to attack faster with your primary attacks. And then I am using the newer Wave of Blood Essence, which Wave of Blood now creates a swirling pool that surrounds you, continually dealing damage to all nearby enemies. And then we have Cruel Vendetta last, which is going to be Shadow's Edge damage increased by 38%. So very much focused around just doing a lot of damage by AoE, and then also doing a ton of damage with your primary attack as well. Now, I say this is an overworld farming build, but I also use this for literally dungeons, basically anything except for PvP or raiding on my Blood Knight, and it does totally fine. Now, for the build itself, for the set gear, I'm using a 2-piece Gloom's Guide for the increased damage after I do a dash skill. And then I also have a 2-piece Vithus for the increased beneficial effect duration. And then I'm rocking a 2-piece Isatar, which is each time you defeat an enemy, you gain 30% increased movement speed. And then I'm also using a 2-piece Grace of the Flagellant. So I'm literally using 4 different set pieces here. And honestly, they all do pretty well, either to give me movement speed or give me additional damage for the AoE awesomeness that we're doing. In terms of the Paragon Tree, I am using Vanquisher. You have options here, but I'll tell you what I'm using. I'm using Treasure Find. Again, this is tailored more to farming. Swift Learner, Gold Find, Boundless Strides, and Delaying the Inevitable. You could also do the Harbinger for some more movement speed, but I honestly like the additional Gold Find and Gear Find. So that's why I run this one. And you still get a little bit of movement speed with Boundless Stride. So it is what it is. And then you also can extend your kill streaks with this one. So personal preference on the Paragon Tree, but that's what I'm rocking. Ultimately, this build is very, very easy. I'm going to miss it because now, unfortunately, I have to go to the Monk. And if you haven't seen the video about why I am going to the Monk, I will show you it in the video above me right here. So click on that video right now to see why I'm transferring to the Monk.